Yes. Komacchin says, have fun, and I say, right back at ya. Have fun, but also not too much fun, because I have to win this game. Because it's the World Championship. It's the most important tumbleweed tournament of the year. Oh my lord. And we begin. Oh my god. Okay. This time B8, J9 is played. So komacchin has upped the ante a little bit, making red a little bit stronger. Now, can I get to a space? Yeah, I can make it over to I-15, where I wouldn't be in line of sight of the white stack, or I can play in line of sight with B1. I fear that if I play B1, he'll play something like C2, and it's just going to be really annoying trying to defend from the back, from the bottom of the board. If I play here, he can also... Okay, maybe this is too complicated. Maybe I need to play something more like G13 and rather try to build up a triangle, you know, something like that. Or just simply play G8 and get, you know, closer to the center. You know what's interesting? If I play G8, yeah, then I get the option of playing G6 or G5 or I10 pretty fast. Okay, I'll do this. I'll kind of do this. Oh, I have to swap and then and play G8. Okay, so I've decided to swap. That was already kind of a foregone conclusion because he moved this off the last line. This is a second line opening. So, I mean, already it seems like, you know, red should be a little bit better than what we're used to with these kinds of pie offers. Usually, red is on the first line, and the white would be here as well. So, if red being on the second line seems pretty nice. Alright. Now, what I've been doing... What I've been doing often... Okay, so we have the possibility for playing a line attack here. You can also do the bridge. And the bridge... I've been meaning to try out the bridge. I do like how... you know, it lends me an access point, like a line of sight into the I axis, or to the I column. But what about getting past this area? Maybe going beyond it right now? I don't know. There's also this option, where I block it. This is not too different from this, right? This is... I would like to be able to start attacking without fear of retaliation, like G9, and if he plays something like J12, then I can shield on H9. If I play something like this 2-stack, or C4, hoping for G4, he'll play this 2-stack on G6, I'm almost sure of it. Is that so bad? Is that so bad to play? I would like to play here. If I could find a way to like add 3 lines of sight to this one in Sente, or one of these ones in Sente, I want to get here. If I do this, maybe he'll just play a right. So if I block him, he blocks me. No, if I don't block him, he doesn't block me probably. Because he actually probably... But, man, I keep on thinking these people want to play triangles. They never want to play triangles. But still, they want to have access to the triangle. K12 and C4 look pretty similar, but there's something sinister that separates these two. But what that is, I have no idea. I mean, this one doesn't give me a possibility for triangle. This one does. It's not very sinister. There's also this one. It's kind of interesting. Why is it interesting? It's interesting because he would have to play here. And then the fact that the neutral blocks me on here, on this side but not this side. Oh! So say I play C4, G4. He does the 2-stack. I play this one, 3-stack, and I would get this 2-stack here, and I can curl around, but at what cost? At what cost? Well, he'll almost certainly do a shield. Maybe something like this one. And at that point, will I be prepared? G4, G6, E6, F6. Now, there's one line of sight here, one line of sight here. Both of these need to be prepared. But this one's already prepared. Although, no, because he can't cut here. He can't attack this one, but he can attack from the other side. And if that happens, oh my god, it's so difficult to read. G4, G6, E6, F6. And after that, he's got this triangle here, yeah? And I could play another move like I6. But I'll be split and he'll be strong. But is there any like real advantage to this move? Other than assuming he cuts? But what if he doesn't cut? Then I cut. And then does he attack it? Yeah. And I don't really have a good way to like unattack it. All right, let's just do a loose developing move. I'm sick of this. I need to make some move. I'll threaten this 2-stack here. It's not really a threat. He'll probably get a 2-stack here. I'll get a 2-stack here. And I just need to make a move. I'm sorry, but like it's like I can't be that much down on time versus Komacchin because he's really good. And I mean, I feel like I didn't spend so much time on a single move in any game or in any of my moves in the last round. And this shouldn't be so hard. I should be prepared for this, basically. I should be prepared for this. I mean, this is the prediction of the kind of pie that people are going to play. Just because Tumblebot likes this move. Was it Tumblebot? Yeah, Tumblebot likes this move. On size 6. Let's see he plays this 2-stack. Then what? Actually, playing that 2-stack also, it makes me feel like I want to play this 1-stack. If I play this, don't I get at least one move? I mean, yeah, he can shield. Oh, but if he shields, that's not good for me. Fuck. Let's try this loose approach. I'm not so convinced everything's so bad. If I get a 2-stack on... this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. What I'm doing here is I'm acknowledging the fact that I didn't start with a piece in the center. Meaning that I didn't start with the opportunity of building a wall along the center. Because when you start with the piece in the center, that means I'm already one move behind in getting pieces in the center. So I put one piece in the center on my first turn. He's got one already. So he puts a second piece in the center on the first turn. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why as red, you start off with a piece in the corner, and it's like, okay, well, now I don't really get the center. I'm going to go out and say it. I don't know if this is really... Okay. What can I do now? Well, I was enjoying this option here. He would like to attack that piece, which it would be kind of annoying for me. Yeah, no matter what, it's pretty annoying. Hang on. I have so many options for 2 stacks now. I feel like if I abandon my central stack, I'm going to be pretty screwed. But I understand that if I make a move like this, he's going to start making 2 stacks along these lines. If I move like this, he's going to start making 2 stacks along these lines. And if I move like this, he'll probably make 2 stacks along these lines. Forcing me to basically get into some weird stuff. He's going to do this one. Man, now it makes me think I should have played this in the first place. If I do this one, what's it going to do again? Probably attack me. Okay, this is probably the safest cut, but it's also the least. I think it's the least kind of sparkling cut. Like, what is it doing? It's just cutting. It's just ensuring my own protection. All these other cuts that he can make, I can countercut, and I think I'd be pretty happy with that. This one, it's like, sorry, yeah, these cuts, sorry, all these countercuts he can make, I can countercut. Because basically, I just made a cut. Now he wants to cut my pieces. If I cut on this side, or this side, both of these are also like kind of not super eventful, but if he cuts here, it becomes more annoying to defend. Is that true? Let's say I cut here, and then he countercut there. No, he wouldn't do that. He would countercut here. And that would be like a double attack on these two, right? And if I defend this one, then he would just capture this, right? Or am I reading this wrong? No. I think it just... Sorry, it was just the fact that he would cut here, I would have to defend, and then maybe he would cut here again, and then this one... Yeah, this one gets, like, screwed. But here, he has these options, yeah? But the problem here is that none of these cuts are really that good for him, I think. The only drawback to this is there's still a long ways to go before I can oust this F9 2-stack. Okay, so he's not doing anything crazy. So what he wants to do is, I guess, play a 3-stack here. This is looking pretty good for me. I'm okay with this. And in fact, I probably should have just tried to capture the neutral. I really want to play K4 whenever I get the chance. I doubt that Komacchin will really let me get the chance, however. But it's size 8. We're not on size 6. So, just saying, more things can happen. It's not unfeasible that that some invasions happen. It's not like on size 8, you know, we always just draw a line down the board. Because right now, if we were to draw a line down the board, well, I don't know. I feel like I have kind of... He is the central blob, but I'm one step ahead of him on both sides of it, and that was kind of my plan. But his plan was to just get the blob in the first place, which is, you know, and it's not even really a blob. It's so look at this. It's so nice and efficient. This move looks pretty good for him, d7. But now, at the very least, the problem with case 4 is it's kind of a long-term move, which says to the world, like, okay, I want to make walls either here or both, but when the actual fighting is going on all the way over here. And I need to be able to have some kind of security that, you know, my whole center's not going to collapse, or that I can at least prevent this one from connecting back up to the rest of the group. Because right now, I've spent 2 moves trying to isolate f9. And he spent 1 move placing it. And it's so annoying because, like, I want to play my own f9, which would be like over here. Look at this. This man wants to play awesome moves. So, what we've got here is that he is so confident in this one stack. No. Actually, this is a prepare. So f5 is now prepared by f4. Because f5 now can parry whenever. Like, okay, if I play d5, he can parry with an attack on, like, c2, for instance. I can still shield. If I play this move, what is his response? He wants to not be... I firmly believe that whoever gets, like, along the center line first is going to be pretty happy. Pretty happy. That's partially why I just want to, like, play this. But I think I want to do a little bit of a... Like, these kind of moves make me happy too because... Okay, let's say c1, right? Obviously, he kind of invites c1 with this move, with this. The shield, though, itself is looking in many directions. What this is doing is it's kind of... I'm trying to claim a little bit of this corner. The reason why has to do with, first of all, remaining able to, like, keeping that ability to go to the right side, even if it's just simple 1 stack. Secondly, if something happens along this area, chances are I'll play a 2 stack here, and then I'll be looking at the center. Although, oh my god. The fact is, I should have been playing something like... Oh no! Did I just screw up? I let him play b5? No! Oh no, that's a parry! Oh, b5's a parry! Oh no! Okay, what does that do? Oh no, I just screwed up our game. Oh! That's so crap. That's so crap. I think I screwed up. Okay. It's like, I spent all this time, right? To like calculate a bunch of uh, very specific variations that I think might be important. Oh my god, he didn't do it. He didn't do it! Okay. Next. He just put a line of... So he has this move, sure. But maybe let's say I can make it an even bigger threat. Nah, this is not... No, this is a double attack. Let's be real here. He's already ahead in many regards. And if I just simply capture this, it's gonna fall so flat. However, if I do get to capture that, and then I have to give up this guy, it's also not gonna look very good. Now, was there a better move? I mean, the fact that this is a double attack, pretty cool. But on the other hand, I could have played another move that somehow helps out this guy. For instance, like H11. You know, offering myself a shield and securing this move. But I think that the fact that he had this move option was pretty scary. Because, I mean, like getting this one captured by white right after I place it, I mean, yeah, I can probably try to do some weird saving it, but then he gets this cut, and this falls apart, and this thing goes down, and it just looks bad. It looks just bad. Now, at this point, I spent all this time giving myself the option to play K4, and he spent 2 moves blocking it. It's also worth noting that we're finally back nearly equal in time. So it's not like I'm such a loser here, okay? I'm down on territory, that's true, but I'm about to capture one of his pieces. And if you look at the overall spread, you know, he's got this blob here, and that's, of course, looking this way, and it's very strongly, you know, controlling the right side. But there's some loose areas, and I bet that as we play along and I, you know, try to open up new holes into like new lines of sight into the ride, I bet that I can create some double attacks where he won't be able to stop all the invasions. And same thing with the left, but I do feel like my spread is a little bit more... Well, okay, I guess I do admit, like, my control of the bottom side is basically non-existent. I don't really control it. I just have a lot of lines of sight going in there, and this one stack is pretty important for that. And he can attack this at any time. He can play, you know... Okay, he can't play this. He can't play this. Wait, how can he attack me? M12. He can attack me with M12. And I can play K11. Okay, question. I just forced him to play a defensive move. So now, do I capture this? Do I capture this piece and just kind of... Yeah, let's just capture it. Let's just capture it. Now I am the one with 70 points, and he's stuck behind. And the reason why I'm capturing it is because now he doesn't have this invasion anymore. And, like, yeah, I could do this, like, J11 first, but he also doesn't have this invasion anymore. Like, he doesn't have many invasions anymore. He does have, he can make sneaky invasions. Like, he can do He can't really do any sneak. Hey, can he not do? Okay, he can do some sneaky invasions. 1 on a6. J15 and J14. I wouldn't call J10 an invasion. But, I mean, I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable now. Look at this. He had his whole thing going on where he got his wall, then he did his little small triangle, and I basically had to defend against that, and I got an opportunity to play a double attack, where he basically had to give up his invasion, his development into what I call my zone. But there will be questions. There'll be further questions, like who gets the neutral? Who gets the neutral? And also, now that this move wasn't completely passive. F6, it looked like a simple shield, but what it did also do is it basically took control of this side of the neutral. And so now we have to think to ourselves, like, how are we going to get the neutral? And I think part of that will be if I can play any. Okay, my only shield is here. All right, this is looking a bit scary. This is looking a bit scary because I do need to shield. I can't just let this go. I can't just let him get in here. So unfortunately, I might have to shield in a pretty bad way. So say I play K11, and he plays L11, putting 2 stack on my new 1 stack, and I play L12, 2 stack here. And he curls around here. Oh wait, oh man, I really want to. Oh, he's already. Oh man, he parried in advance. Jesus. But if I had this piece on the board, then I could do this one, and it would be really safe. It'd be really much safer. Because now, like, placing this, doesn't it basically just put me at a slight disadvantage? I think I'll do it anyway. And the reason is, I just want to capture the neutral. I feel like if I can get the neutral, then it opens up a lot of opportunities for me to and maybe, ooh, this is a big decision. So he's gonna attack this. I have the choice of either capturing the neutral, giving up the stack, and then probably that means losing this one, or giving up this one, which I'm playing, but also probably killing this one. Because let's say, he plays L11, I play M13. He captures, I capture. Now he can, oh, he doesn't yet get the neutral, and I now have an attack on this stack. But he can probably now get further into my stuff down here. But I can also get further into his stuff. But it would be pretty hard for me to get the neutral at that point, because I don't have new lines of sight on that. He would get the neutral. I wonder if there's anything better. Am I only looking like at a very one-dimensional way here? The problem with this ding, I don't actually get an attack on this one, because this will be here. This will have a 2-stack already here. It'll be really safe. It'll be really safe. And my pieces will be a bit weak. I'll have to probably go here. Which, I mean, one way to do this is to say, you know what? Have the neutral. I don't care. Because if I can curl around the corners enough and remain on this. So basically, let's assume that both people get half the board, this half and this half, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points in the center. Okay? So I just need to make up like 8 points. And say I have this one, right? That's this one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points here. And maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points here. Something like that. Oh no, what's going on? What happened here? What is this? This is the kind of thing that really scares me. He didn't attack from the same position I thought he would. That's so much better than I thought it was going to be. Damn. He's so good. That being said, is this really that good? Yeah, it's super good. God, komacchin's amazing. Komacchin's amazing. What I could technically do is just offer like a small obstacle before he gets to do some captures. And offer me the chance to reinforce later on. In case he doesn't do that. And he's going to, because, I mean, we're here, you know? We've made it to this point. We're having a little skirmish. He obviously can curl around, and I can't do anything about it. But now I'll get the neutral, he'll capture, and I can probably parry or reinforce something. Or I can reinforce first whatever I want. Or, like for instance, L11, H8 captures, L12, and now I can play something like K8, and to parry. I mean, yeah, he can play K10, but now I've got, you know, like a little bit of an inroads. He's going to make up that lost material. What I really ought to learn from komacchin is how these one stacks just are working together so lovely, so lovelily, so lovelily. So I was in this subway yesterday. I was talking to my brother about how we should name our next album. And at first, I mean, even before that, I hear these American guys talking about sports. And they're like, man, they were like, man, we would be throwing dots. What does that mean? Okay. Okay. So he didn't play this. He played a better move. Right. That's so cool. And let me get this. Let me get this neutral. Screw it. So I kind of feel like my position's falling apart a little bit. And I'm a bit sad about that. I'm really sad about that. Super sad. So this one, if this dies, I can always play like a kind of a. I have a feeling like if I play something like K8 nowadays, K9 will just shut it down without even really trying, as if the invasion just helps the defender. I'm also a bit upset about how good Komachin's handling this whole situation with just one stacks. Like, he's only playing one stacks. He's like making a point to do as few has as few high stacks as possible. It's too awesome. Wow. This is incredible. This is an incredible position. He's offering me a chance to... He's actually offering me a chance to bolster my lower side. I should definitely accept it. But what I really want to do is just make inroads. I got 14 minutes. Okay, we're fine. Let's think about this. This is still an attack, right? This is also an attack. In theory. Let's do it! Let's do it. I like it too much. I like it way too much. Can I do anything here? I don't know, but I can at least play this kind of move. Is he gonna just defend Incente? Or no, it's not Incente. It's defending by kind of growing stronger. But it's not exactly, because if I get more moves that just simply attack it, should be pretty good for me too, right? I don't know. I have the feeling, I have the belief that if I can make attacking moves inside of the enemy territory, that somehow in the whole skirmish, I'll be able to then let go of that stack, but use the lines of sight emanating from that to make a stronger wall on my exterior, on my territorial boundaries. Okay, so okay. I have to kind of accept the fact that... Jesus, look at this. Ding, 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 ding. It's a really cool shape. It's an amazing shape. It's a graveyard smash. Now... Oh! Do I have double attacks? Do I have double attacks? This is a double attack. Is this not a double attack? I mean, it's not like a big one, but it would save my lower side. The problem with all that, as you surely know, is that I lose something bigger in the process. No, not really. No, I can give up the whole thing. Wait. What did I just say? He's got all these one stacks, and I can start killing off some of the one stacks. But these are so densely packed at this point that, like, if I start killing off some of them, and he makes like huge gains by killing off some of my sparsely packed one stacks, the progress he makes is going to be faster than the progress I make. But what I think is that I only have like 2 of these that are really in danger. This one and this one, yeah? This one's going to be captured, then this one's going to be captured. But after that, like the buck stops here. Am I using that correctly? But in the case this happens, I got this one. Already there's a second, well, it doesn't really work like that because say he captures here first, I capture there. Now this is not under attack, but this is under attack. And this doesn't even have any What I'm saying is, maybe, all his 1-stacks, if like enough of them are captured, all of a sudden become really weak. Like the instability, you know? Because you're losing the piece, but you're also losing all the lines of sight. And the lines of sight is what makes these kind of staggered meshes of 1-stacks so strong. When I'm saying staggered meshes, I mean something like this kind of staggered. Whereas something like an interaction like this is more in line of sight. So when you have these little triangles, like, you know, ding, 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 they'd be like in line of sight, like a mesh, inline mesh. But something like this reminds me of some kind of... Okay, but enough of the, like, jargon. Enough of the jargon. What we need here is cold, hard calculation, okay? Enough of this lingo, vernacular, jargon, newspeak. That was pretty cool to admit. I like coming up with vocab. It's one of the most satisfying parts about kind of being involved in a brand new community, is you can come up with the memes, like the low-hanging fruit. Okay, let's go for it. Let's go for it. This is a huge risk. In fact, I don't feel like this is even a good idea, but I did actually just save all of this here. Go for it, man. Capture me. Capture me. Capture me. Also, I feel like this trade-off, like if he captured this, I captured this, that's good for me. That's actually not bad for me. Why? Because B1's on the edge. L8's on the center. And yes, I know there's other of his 1-stacks around which can, like, kind of maybe surround if I got a 2-stack here. So that's the risk. But I don't know. Also, all of a sudden, I can play 3-stacks on here and here. So already we're kind of getting into his stuff. Also, say he defends here, right? And I defend C1, you know, blocking the stuff that was going on, that his potential capture on B1. All of a sudden I got 3 lines on F4, continuing the attack, and solidifying my claim around this little corner. And all of a sudden, this little corner seems a bit, I mean, not a bit, like much weaker. And yeah, he could play this invasion point on J13. Sure. But I don't think he can go very much farther beyond that, like, in terms of making a whole thing here. Like, once I do this, L13, now M13 gets super weak. Oh man, here we go. This was the whole plan. So if he's got something better, you know, if he's got something better, then I don't really have... Like, I was basically gambling it all on this attack. Because, well, we'll see how it all goes. But now we're really in the thick of things. Like, okay, so now there's 2 lines of sight on here. I also have 3 lines of sight on his 3-stack here. So if I get to play this move before he captures this one, I know I told myself that I wasn't going to go after 3-stacks anymore. But this is not just going after the 3 stack. This also keeps... No, it doesn't keep anything safe. Well, what he's going to do? Like L9? I can, in theory, do J8. And that, like, keeps things alive for one more turn. But now he's got all this stuff in the way. This one's not, you know... And this is already parried, like, already pre-parried. So I'd have to really, like, no, it wouldn't be, actually, because if I play J8, then I just get this one. Is there something better? Something better. Like, okay, H4. But it does feel like it's getting a little bit too close to home, you know? I mean, let's say he captures this. What's next? What's next for him? There's this one that's weak. I really, really want to play this as soon as possible. Because if I can threaten to play 3 lines of sight on F4, while simultaneously saving this stack. And I couldn't have done it last turn. I could not have played C1 last turn, because then he would just use that opportunity to capture. I have a feeling he's probably going to capture now. And I have to be ready for what's my game plan on the upper left side. Because now all these 2 stacks that I thought I have are just not really a thing anymore. Like E1, C1, and even C4. It doesn't. I mean, he only has 1 line of sight, and I only have 1 line of sight on it. And my whole idea of like having, you know, I mean, I guess I have a 3 stack here no matter what. It doesn't seem like good enough though. And oh my god, komacchin is down to 2 minutes? Well, this is good for me. This is good for me. This is really nice for me. Not that I want to, you know, run him out of time. I don't want to run him out of time. He gets 30 seconds for every move. I don't want to run him out of time. But I do want to win the tournament. But I don't want to run him out of time. But I can use the fact that he's, you know, taking up all of his time on these moves to my advantage by creating complicated situations in the future. Unfortunately, the situation's already quite complicated, for me anyway. Damn, I think he's really calculating the risk assessment of capturing B1. And I'm looking at it too, and I'm like, damn, did I really need to do all this? Is it really worth it to get in here like this? What? Yes. Okay. So I get this. I get this move in Sensei? Well, I mean, here's his attacks. Alright, look, I really wanted to do this move before, and he's played a move which I feel like I don't need to consider too much. I mean, no offense, but like, it attacks this one, which I've got 3 lines of sight, and I don't see how he can go in between this. This is a pretty safe edge for me. And it also attacks this one, which, let's be honest, I never really expected it to live in the first place. This one. I'm just using it as a kind of an anchor. And obviously, he's playing this partially because he can see that I could play this move myself. I had 2 lines of sight here. So it was kind of a hotspot, and if I did that, I will get that third line of sight on f4. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. Now, 1, 2. What's interesting about all this I mean, now I get to do this, yeah? Now I really get to do this. Let's do it. Let's do it! Let's do it. He didn't attack anything. He is just stopping my attacks. Still. Right? Am I wrong? None of my pieces are in danger, mortal danger right now. He'll play here, maybe. And if he does that, both of them are basically gonzo. But at that point, I got k10. Later, I can probably attack j9. Or if not, I can just bite down on m12. Maybe firstly playing l13 just to block any invasions. And go from there. I've curled around the corner here. And I feel like I've got a massive weight pressing down on his puny one stacks here. I mean, this falls, boom. So what do you think, guys? Did playing distantly... okay, what happened here? He's putting a third line of sight here. He's preparing. Also from... I mean, he's basically preparing, yeah. Okay, now I'm like now I'm abusing the term, but... Okay, I think I can just capture this now. To kind of urge him to do this. And maybe I literally don't even need to save this. I probably don't even need to save this. I could literally just capture M13 and be pretty happy with how things look at that point. I mean, what's more valuable? This guy, L10? Well, it's actually pretty nice. Don't look at me like that. Yeah, I knew it! Yeah, because he wants this one, right? And he wants to do a 3-stack here, right? Alright, let's capture this. No loose ends. I mean, this is obviously a loose end. He just created it. I mean, but the fewer loose ends, the better, right? This one is next, yeah? He's got an invasion point here, and that's a pretty annoying thing. Pretty annoying. Okay, he wants a 3-stack. He wants a 3-stack, love. But isn't it more important that I block him from going this way? And if I can do that in a way that is awesome, shouldn't I be doing that? Isn't this awesome? Isn't that awesome? I mean, look at this. Am I extending my claws? Probably not really. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. 3. Wait, okay. Jesus Christ, he's making some kind of thing going on here. But I can just, I can just remind him that his pieces can die too. It's not like this doesn't look so stable. And now, okay. Oh, yeah. A wonderful... Yeah. So, what happened here? What happened here? What happened here? Actually, what happened here is he's going on tilt. I've learned this term from testing QWERTY recently. I think Komacchin's going on tilt. Oh! Look at that. Does that do anything? Not really. Isn't this an attack in itself? Alright, let's do that. I don't think that there's any reason to be worried at this point. I think that I'm going to win this game. And testing QWERTY and I think both predicted that I would lose this game. Should I do the capture? I mean, it comes with its own threats. Right? Doesn't it come with its own threats? Yeah, it does. Whoa. So what's my next goal here? I think the goal should be pretty clear, right? Like, we need to kill this, we need to kill this. This was just too good to pass up, basically. Making a link here looks pretty cool, but I think if there's this kind of invasion here... God damn, it's annoying. It's simply annoying. Okay, so he's shielding. I get what's going on. In that case, can't we just, like, threaten? Now we control the narrative on this d7. What I mean to say is I control d7. Like, he actually was controlling d7 first. I mean, before when he played this d3 now. But recently he just played this move that is essentially it's not really like it was bound to die. Yeah. Now he wants to control the narrative on this damn thing. And because now he's got 3 lines of sight here, and I can't really allow that. So I think once again I have to play another pretty strong stack. Just saying, you know, I'm just trying to say, like, bro, I see what you're doing, and I want you to knock it off. That's the whole purpose of this move. Saying like get up right in the face of that 3 stack and say, you know what? This is my zone, and I want you to get out of my zone. What we're doing in this game right now is we're taking care of an invasion. So I can capture this, but I don't need to right now because it's a 1 stack that only has 1 line of sight, and I already have 2 lines of sight, so it's basically going to be gone no matter what happens. But, on the other hand, he started placing all these pieces in my zone, yeah? Pieces that I need to be able to kill at some point, right? I mean, what the hell? And because they're all like kind of jumbled together, I need to be able to also calculate if I can simply let him live small in this area. Because this is not actually like so innocent. The invasion could be quite dangerous for me. It could actually lose the game for me. So I'm trying to figure out ways in which I can attack him while reducing his potential for expansion. Instead of like attacking him and triggering him to expand further. Part of it, I think, has to do with getting rid of this stack because like it's kind of lonely, it's out there. But damn, like, okay, here, 2, 3, 3, and 3. So this is this one part that he could place on. If I do this, he can place on this one with a 2 stack. And then I can probably play like this one with a 3 stack. It's kind of dangerous, all this stuff. It's super dangerous. Ooh, 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 ooh. He wants to do something like this one, right? So I should probably just... No, because if I do that... Oh my god. Dude. Alright, I'm being too kind. I'm being way too kind right now. I'm being way too kind. I'm being way too kind. If this invasion loses me the game, I'm gonna be pissed. So, if I do this, then I get to play a... This is so bad. What's going on? Why am I, like, being so... Why am I letting myself be manhandled by this little invasion? Man, I should be invading him. Should I just, like, let go? No, 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 no. So, he's attacking here. I was planning on do that. Now it's basically guaranteed to live. Good job! But on the other hand, all this side is... I mean, all your base belong to me at this point. No, that's not really true. But we might share this side. Okay. No more small moves. Got it? I gotta either attack... What is this? So I'll play this. Then he'll play here as a shield. I'm attacking it. I'm attacking it. Yeah? Is this also pretty small? I think I should have done this. And the reason why is later on I can do this one. Or this one, something like this. This basically forces him... No! 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 He lost on time? What? Oh... Seriously?